In this video, I'm going to show you how to make paper, and you will need an adult to help you in some of the stages in here. So first of all, you need to find some old bits of paper, which you're going to be recycling and making into a new sheet of paper. So you can use anything. You can use old worksheets, you can use brown paper, coloured paper, whatever you have lying around. Tear it up into small pieces and put it into a basin or into a bucket. Pour some water over it and then leave it to sit for a while until the paper gets kind of soft and squidgy. So you want enough water just to cover it, don't put too much water in. Give it a good mix around and leave it until it's really softened up a bit. Okay, next up, this is where you will need an adult. So you're going to use the blender to break your paper up into small fibres. And these will all stick together when we're making our paper and hold it and make it strong. So give it a really good mix until you can't see any of the large pieces anymore. Next thing you need is a baking tray, some old cloths, or you can use old tea towels, a sieve or a colander might work, and a cup. And you're going to take some of your mixture out of your bucket or basin and pour it into the sieve, and you're going to let it sit there until the water stops draining out. Don't be tempted to squish it all down with your hand. You don't want to do that at the moment. So wait till that water stops draining out, and then put one of the cloths onto your baking tray. Get it really nice and flat and get all of the wrinkles out. And then you want to plop down your paper pulp onto the cloth. And what you want to do now is start spreading it around. And you want to make sure that you can't see any of the cloth, so you don't want any holes in your pulp. So give it a really good spread, give it a little pat and get it as even as you possibly can. You can make your paper in any shape you want. So here I've added some more dollops of pulp around the edges because I want to make it into a rectangular shape. So that just really easily joins in. Making sure that I don't have any holes, because that would mean I would get a hole in my paper when I come to make it. You can drain off some of the water very carefully. Watch your cloth doesn't slip into the bucket. Drain a little bit of that water off, and then you're going to put the other cloth carefully over the top and just gently press it down. Just make sure your hand's pushing down, not from side to side, because you don't want to move your pulp around. Some of the water will squeeze off, so we're going to pour that back into the bucket. And you can keep doing this until you think you've got most of the water squeezed out. You've poured all of your water off. Lay some old newspaper down, and then you're going to slide your two sheets off and put them down on top of your newspaper. Put some newspaper on top as well, and this will really help to suck lots of the water out. Once you've got it all pressed nice and flat, you can place it onto a chopping board or onto something flat and put it in a dry, warm place. And then once it has dried, you can very carefully peel off the cloths. So if you do one, and then you want to flip it over, put it onto some newspaper, and peel the other side. Do this really carefully. And there you have your own piece of paper. You need to wait till it's completely dry before you cut it or do anything with it.